I have news for you. Your room is now gone. So don't ever come back home, okay? Dad is gone, you know. Strangers have no right to be in my house. Hey, Haley. How have you been? How are you? Hello? Did you read what I said? I said you should never come over here again. Oh yeah, you did say that. What's going on, sis? I should not come home? I remember you used to say that to me when we were kids. We fight a lot when we were kids. It was good times, LOL. I'm not joking. I'm serious. What? Are you serious about that? No way you are serious about it, sis. It's not a funny joke. Why can't you take me seriously? I told you, you are a stranger to me from now on. So don't you ever call me sis. What? Is that so? I'm not your sister anymore. Then who are you? I told you, we are strangers now. We're just stepsisters. But now, you're not family to me anymore. I see. Now that Dad is dead, you're treating me this way. That's what I meant. I'm glad you are not that stupid to understand simple things. IKR, LOL, I'm a genius. You are so annoying all the time. You do have a brain, but you act dumb all the time like that. Anyways, I'm not your sister anymore, so I'm going to ask you to get the hell out. Mom is so supportive and happy about it. It's annoying to see strangers in our house, you know, so get out as soon as possible. I see. You decided everything, huh? This is how it's supposed to be. Really? Or is there any other reason? You missed me while I was working overseas, didn't you? That's why you're sulking and asking me to leave, right? When I get back, I'm going to give you a lot of hugs. I miss you too, sis. Ew! Stop it! I'm about to get angry. Oh, you're not mad at me yet. What's the matter with you? But seriously, what's going on all of a sudden? I'm paying for rent. There's no reason for me to leave. Huh? Don't make me laugh. The money that you're giving is not enough. What? Out of the $1,600 in rent, I was contributing with my dad. About $800 every month. Yeah, that's not enough. The rent is $1,600. Don't say that you are paying rent when you are only paying half of it. You should pay the half with Mom, you know, because the four of us live together. Are you stupid? I'm unemployed and my mom is a housewife. How are we supposed to pay for it? What? Unemployed? You're not looking for a job yet? How many years have you been saying you'll get a job? Shut up! It's none of your business. Also, even though I don't live there anymore, I have been paying $250 for utilities too. So what? That's still not enough. That's not even enough to cover the rent. So what's with that attitude? Just transfer the money now and all the money you haven't paid enough up to now. Are you serious now? I'm overseas and don't live in a house and you're asking me to pay for that? It's ridiculous. Shut up! Who do you think you are? We're in trouble, get it? Your mother and I have been nice to you. Normally, a stepsister deserves to be bullied. Did you forget how we took care of you? Just transfer the money quickly. I can't believe what you are saying right now, LOL. I don't even live here and I'm paying you that much. You should be thanking me instead. You guys can work and take care of the rest yourselves. You're not paying it all alone, you know. What's with that attitude? Your father's dead. There's no one to defend you in this house. You're just a stepsister. You should know your position. I don't need anyone to protect me. I got my own back. I'm an independent woman. So annoying. Oh, also, I've already sold all your stuff. Huh? Don't tell me you sold my expensive figurines too. Oh, those cartoon character dolls? I got a lot of good money out of it. I'm surprised those things are worth that much. I'm glad you didn't throw them away. I was going to sell them anyway. Well, you saved me a lot of trouble. Thank you for doing that for me. You know what? I used that money to buy expensive bags. You're welcome. What? You already spent it? I take back what I said. Why did you spend it without my permission? Of course I did. I don't want you to come back and beg me for that money. Seriously? It's money you made by selling my stuff. I think you're the one who's begging for money from me. What's in our house is ours. Wow, you implemented new rules in the house. Shut up! My turn. Activate facepalm. What the fuck are you talking about? I thought that's how we should talk, because everything you say does not make any sense. Stop it! Oh, and I forgot to mention something important. There's more? Let me hear what kind of shocking news you have for me. I stole your fiancé. My fiancé? Jim, of course. He works for a very big company, right? What? What did you do? It was more shocking than I expected. I thought he was too good for you. I've had my eye on him for a long time. You got transferred overseas and he was feeling lonely. I made a little move on him and he's all over me now. Did you tell him about my dad? Of course I did. I was acting miserable and he fell for it easily. Well, I'm prettier than you, so it's normal that he will choose me over you. I guess. He said, I will be your knight in shining armor. Cringe. LOL. Did he say that? LOL. So, Jim will be supporting my family from now on. By the way, he's already living in your room. Okay, I wish you all the best. What? That's it? Stop being jealous. LOL. I'm not jealous. Stop pretending. I know you're crying. To be honest, it's sad to realize that my little sister and I grow up together, did terrible things like this to me. You mean your little cute sister, right? Well, I'm not your sister anymore. No, you've been bullying me for a long time, and I've never thought you are cute. Well, I'm not that surprised by what you did.
Shut up! Stop acting cool! You're a miserable nerd whose fiancé got stolen by her prettier sister. Mom is laughing at you too. What? I told her you're in a lot of trouble. She said we could finally cut off ties with freeloaders like you. She's very happy. Ouch. That hurt my feelings so much. Stop being sarcastic. I'll say it again. I've been paying my rent, so don't call me a freeloader. That's ridiculous. It's true that I'm just a stepsister, but I was the one who supported you all. Who do you think you are? You can't even pay the full rent. You were staying at our family's house. Stop being cocky just because you were paying a little bit of money. Ouch. I've been a good big sister to you all my life. So you are kicking me out of the house? I told you already. I can't live with you because you are a stranger to us. I've thrown away all my stuff. Can you get out of my house now? I see. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. I'll move into a penthouse. Huh? What? Penthouse? Stop pretending that you are rich. How could you move to a place like that? Or are you being delusional again? You're so stupid, LOL. I'm not lying. I succeeded in starting my own business, so I could buy a place like that. What? Have you started a business? I thought you were overseas for work. Yes, I was. I was building up my career before I start my own business. You're lying, right? What's the point of lying here? After I came back from overseas, I was planning to move out of our house. Oh, I was wondering why you were so clean. That was the reason. I sorted out a few things before I went abroad. I left some things in my room that could be worth money. I was thinking about using that money for your moving expenses. I'm glad you sold it before I told you. But you used the money for yourself. You rush things too much, you know. Moving expenses? What do you mean? I was thinking about getting a new place recently. After I move out, there will be extra room in our house. I thought Haley and Mom would be better off living in a separate place, with just the two of you being unemployed. You wouldn't be able to afford the rent, right? You never told me about that, sis. Hey, sis, can we live in the penthouse together? We're family, right? What's wrong with you now? You're the one who said I'm a stranger. Of course, there's no reason for us to live together. Are you going to abandon your pretty little sister? You're the one who said you'd kick me out of the house. That's a joke, of course. I wish you'd tell a funnier joke. You don't have a good sense of humor. Well, the same goes for me though, ha 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 ha. It's not funny. We've been close sisters all the time. Why are you suddenly abandoning us? You've been mean to me all along. Do you have dementia? That's not true. You want us to get into trouble? Fine. Then I'll get all the inheritance, right? Dad's inheritance is all mine. Shut up! Stop talking nerdy to me. It's so cringe. But what? What do you mean inheritance is all yours? Well, let me explain. All of Dad's inheritance is on me. Seriously? How is that possible? There's no way that's true. I never heard about it. Even if you haven't heard, it's true. Remember, I'm blood related to Dad. Also, it was written in my dad's will. No way! Do you want to hear something more crazy? My dad and your mom, they weren't married at all. Really? So what? What does that have to do with inheritance? It means that your mom has zero right to receive it. What do you mean zero right? Even if they weren't married, we live together, so of course we have rights. Nope, you don't. Dad didn't marry Mom on purpose to give me full right to receive the inheritance. Grandpa told me about it. So what? So that means you're a stranger to me and also to my dad. How can a stranger have the right to an inheritance? Do you get it now? You're lying! I'm sorry, sis. I don't care about that. What? I don't care about your rights. Give us the inheritance as shortfall rent for the time you lived in our house. We've been very kind to you. You'll have to pay us a gratitude fee on top of that. Did you hear what I said? I paid more than half of the rent even though I didn't live here. I even tried to leave you money for moving. Then, what did you do? You bought a brand bag. I deserve that bag after taking care of you. Give me money now, in cash. Are you robbing me, sis? LOL. It's so unreasonable. Because I can't pay $1,600 rent. You can't just abandon us like this. You're the one who asked me to leave. You're letting Jim live in my room, right? Oh, that's right. You must be depressed that your fiancé was taken away from you. Are you jealous? Come back here with the money. Then we can forgive you. You're all messed up. Didn't you say that Jim will support you from now on? Oh, yes. He said he's working for a famous trading company. Well, that's true. Then I should ask Jim to buy us a penthouse. I'm so smart. I don't know about that. What? I know you are jealous. Well, it's hard to say, but... What is it? Speak up. He is just a mailman in that company. What? He delivers mail in the office. It's just a part-time job. I don't think he could afford to get a penthouse with that kind of job. No way. You think? But he still works for a big company. The salary should be good too, right? I don't think so. But I know that he can't afford to get a penthouse, LOL. Why don't you ask him? You're lying, right? Nope, it's all true. But you got engaged. About that, he was lying to you about it. What? We were together for a while, but we've already broken up. What? You didn't say that to me. Why did you break up? Because he doesn't do anything. He never helps with chores, and all the mess he makes, it's just crazy. No way! And he uses my money like his own money. He asks me to get stuff that he never used. I'm the one who pays for everything when we go out. He has no future in his career, and his salary is lower than mine. But he makes me do the housework, and he's so bossy. I would never get engaged with that kind of man. I've already agreed to live with him. How's his room? LOL. It's kind of dirty, but he just moved in, so... See? I told you. I assure you, the room won't get any cleaner. It's getting dirtier by the day. You made a great decision, sis. But he loves me. Loves you? LOL. What? I know you are jealous, but you are so sarcastic. Sis, take a deep breath and listen to me. What now? I think he heard that your dad passed away recently. I think he's just after the inheritance, you know? But don't take it so personally. This is just an ex-girlfriend's guess. And even if Jim was after the inheritance, everything will be fine as long as there's love in your relationship. No way that's true. That's too cruel. I don't need this man anymore. I had nothing to do with this. You are his ex-girlfriend. You're his current girlfriend, right? That's too irresponsible. Hello? Haley, who was so happy to steal someone's fiancé? You, right? Shut up! Help me, please! At least let me live in the penthouse. I can't afford the rent, and I'll have no place to live. What am I going to do now? Me, my mom, and Jim, we will have no place to live. Shut up and get a job, bitch. What? How long are you going to live depending on others? You just making excuses and talking nonsense. You're the one who looked down on me like I'm a stranger, aren't you? Why are you suddenly so mad? I'm the one who worked hard to start a successful business. I'm not going to pay another dime to people like you. I am just a stranger to you, right? Don't be so harsh. Sis, listen, I'm doing my best too. How many years are you being unemployed? My dad paid for you to go to college. You don't even want to get a job, don't you? It's just not ready. You're not even trying to find a job. So what's the point of being ready? You're just being lazy because we're paying your rent. And now you want your stepsister to support you? Hey, calm down! And you tried to take advantage of me by stealing my ex-boyfriend? Why don't you go out in the world and get your guts kicked in? Well, you're a stranger to me. You are no longer a part of my life. I'll cut you off as you wish. Goodbye. Wait a minute, sis! I'm sorry! I was mean! Can you stop calling me sis? Whatever you say, it's too late. Don't you ever try to involve in my life ever again. I hope your life gets back on track. About my stupid ex-boyfriend, Michelle found out that he had quit his job because he was planning on relying on the inheritance. Haley and her mother, who could never afford the rent, finally started looking for a job. However, job hunting was very difficult for the two. In the end, they barged into my home. Of course, I just ignored them, LOL. The two had to borrow money because their landlord also collected their overdue rent. They were both left to live miserable lives, struggling with debt. Well, they treated people so unreasonably. I guess this is what you call karma.
Hey Claire, I hope you've made up your mind by now. Hello, Mom. Made up my mind? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm talking about living together. I'm still in good health now, but it's been 3 years since my husband passed away. And I think it's a good idea to start living together as soon as possible. Living together? To be honest, I don't think it's possible for now. What? Why not? Kevin told me that you recently quit your part-time job. If you want to live with us, I think you will have to find a new job. Why do I have to work if I'm going to live with my son and his wife? My God! Look who's talking! How dare you talk to me like that when you are being fed by my son? You can't talk to me like that, okay? I'm working too. Oh, really? I know you are only working part-time. No, I work full-time. Whatever. Do you know that I quit my job because I was supposed to move in with you guys? What? You quit your job because of us? That's right. It takes an hour to get to my old part-time job from your house, so I had no choice but to quit. I'm sure there was a better way instead of quitting your job. I didn't agree about living together too. You didn't have to quit your job. Well, you can agree now to live together. I know it's hard to live together in your small apartment for now, so you should buy a house or condo soon, or move to a bigger apartment as soon as possible. Mom, please don't decide on your own. I need my own room, so we need at least 2 bedrooms, okay? I have not agreed to live with you. Oh, come on, Claire. I will talk to my son and ask him to arrange for the new house. So, you should start organizing your stuff, okay? That's too selfish, Mom. Mom, did you send a resignation letter to my workplace without my permission? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, you really did it. Why would you do that? It caused a lot of trouble for me, you know? What do you mean? You were able to be a housewife because of me. You should be thanking me. Now, you will have to live with me. No, that resignation letter is invalid. Huh? Of course it is. I'm not the one who submitted the letter. I didn't know that until the manager told me about it. It's invalid now, but it caused a lot of trouble in the office, so please give me a break. Did you say I should be thanking you? Do you know what will happen if I quit my job? Oh dear, please calm down. You'll just have to find another job after we move to a new house. It may be difficult to find a full-time job, but there are plenty of part-time jobs out there. In the first place, you are working part-time for your pocket money, right? It will be a problem if you quit. Mom, please listen to me. I have to work full-time to make a living. I can't just find another job right after moving to a new place. Do you think we have a lot of savings or something? Huh? I've talked to Kevin about it many times, but he doesn't think of ways to earn more money. I want him to think more about our future and have a better job. If you want to live with us, that will be the first step. Oh Lord, Claire, I didn't know you were such a terrible spender. You're earning extra money from your part-time job, but you can even save up money? What kind of wife are you? Excuse me? Kevin's income should be enough to live on, but you're telling me it's not enough? Do you know how much money he earns? Of course I do. He's my son. Do you really think that with the amount of money, both of you and I can quit our jobs and live a normal life? Of course I do. If you stop your spending spree, it'll be fine. I'm not splurging, I'm saving money. I don't think you need to save money with his earnings. You are the one spending a lot of money and you want to blame it on Kevin? What a terrible wife you are. Mom, I think there's a misunderstanding. Do you really know how much money Kevin earns? I told you I know it. I heard it from him. Do you really think we can live in America with that amount of money? Not in a country where the cost of living is low? Are you really sure about your financial sense? Excuse me? How dare you say that? That will be you. I have common financial sense unlike you. Oh my goodness! I can't believe you. I will talk to my son about it. Oh, by the way, Kevin has been at your house, right? He hasn't been back for days now. Yes, I know. I'm the one who asked him to stay here. Oh, okay. But why he doesn't reply to me? Because I don't want you to interfere with our discussion about living together. Mom, you can't do that. If I keep listening to your stupid opinion, we won't be able to do this as soon as possible. I will contact you once everything is finalized. After that, just shut your mouth and follow our decision. Mom, please listen to me. Once we start living together, I will put a lot of effort into educating you to be a good wife. So, be prepared. Hey sis, how have you been? There's something that I need to check. Hello Phil, what's up? I just came back home after 2 weeks, and I think someone stole something in my house. Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean that some things were stolen? I don't understand what's happening too. I temporarily came back home this weekend to clean my house, and I noticed my house looks like someone is living here. What? You should call the police. Yeah, I was about to do that. But when I asked my neighbors, they said that someone had moved in a week ago, and your husband and his mom introduced themselves as the new house owners. What? I know it sounds crazy. I thought I should check with you before I call the police. I think you have my spare house key, so do you know anything about this? Oh my god, hold on a sec. Sorry, I think they really did it. What happened? What do you mean they did it? The key I left in the safe is missing. Only Kevin and I know the code for the safe. So Kevin must have taken it out. He must have stolen the key and moved in with his mother. How insane they are! So you are not the one who allowed them to live in my house, right? Of course not. Then I'm a little relieved. But I'm still totally confused. How in the world did this happen? Actually, Mom has been pushing us to move in together. I told her that if she wants to move in, she would need to continue working. She told me that she had already quit her part-time job because she thought she didn't have to work if we were going to live together. What? You told me before that you are working full-time now, and your husband is mostly dependent on your salary. And now your mom, who doesn't have a job, is moving in with you. That's a tough situation. I tried to explain to her, but I think there's a huge misunderstanding between us. On top of that, Kevin keeps going to his mom's house and ignoring my texts, so I wasn't able to talk to him for a long time. She also wants us to move out of our current apartment to live with her. We cannot afford it. And when I refused, I think she just moved into your house. What you're saying is, to convince you, she came up with the crazy idea of moving into my house. So you will have no choice but to agree in living with your husband's mom. They knew that I work mostly in the countryside and don't go back home so often. That's probably what happened. Sorry, Phil. I had no idea that they would do this. I didn't think that they'd be that insane. It's not your fault, sis. So, what am I supposed to do? Where are you staying now? At my friend's place. So don't worry about me. Okay, I will call Mom now. I don't know if she'll listen to me, but depending on what they say, it could get worse. Mom, I heard that you got a new place. Can you tell me where did you move?
Oh, hello, Claire. I was just about to call you. Since you're so insane and stubborn, I moved out before you did.
I see. And Kevin helped you to move into a new place.
Yes. It's your fault that we had to do this way.
What makes it's my fault? Maybe you are just being selfish, Mom.
Oh my gosh! What's with that attitude? If you continue to be selfish, Kevin will have to consider divorce.
I don't remember doing anything wrong that will lead to a divorce. Can you please stop saying all these selfish things to me?
You are the selfish one. That's enough. How could you talk to me like that when you are being fed by my son?
Huh? Do you really think he earns that much? Are you serious?
Are you saying I'm lying? He doesn't need a wife who doesn't take care of her husband who makes $5,000 a month.
$5,000?
Yes, he earns that much and you go on a spending spree with that money. We don't need a terrible wife like you. He should be divorcing you. If you don't want my son to leave you, do whatever I said. Get down on your knees and agree to live with me. Then, I will tell you where we moved.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, do it now.
No, I won't do it.
Huh?
There's no reason for me to do that.
Claire, you really are stubborn. So you don't care if my son divorces you.
Yes, I'm tired of it. I'm fine with that. I'm tired of you and Kevin.
Oh Lord, how could you say that? You are the one who is being fed by Kevin.
No, I am the one providing for him.
Huh?
I'm fine divorcing my husband who only makes $500 a month.
$500?
Yes, he only makes that much. He only works for a part-time job.
What? Stop lying. He makes $5,000 a month.
Where did you get that number, Mom?
I asked my son. When I asked him about his monthly income, he said 5 using his hand.
So he didn't actually say $5,000. You just misunderstood on your own.
What?
I guess it's unbelievable that your son only makes $500. But it's true, Mom. And yet you look down on me and you were selfish all the time. I don't need a husband like that anymore.
Oh yeah? I don't want a lying wife either.
Okay, Mom. I will divorce him. I don't care what will happen to both of you. I will never forgive you.
Whatever, Claire. You are the one who's a liar and works part-time. I don't care if you can make a living. Well then, my loving son and I will live happily together in a new house.
No, you can't. The house will be returned to its real owner.
What? Return it? The real owner? Claire? What's going on here? Your brother came and told us to get out of this house. He's throwing our stuff outside. Why is he being so violent? Make him stop, please.
Oh, there you go.
What the hell is this?
The place that you're staying is my brother's place.
What?
My brother, Phil, had a dream to own a house from an early age. He had been working hard since he was a student. And he got his own house at the age of 26. That's the house that you and Kevin moved into.
What are you talking about? It's Kevin's house, Claire. Kevin bought it for me to live together.
Do you think someone who only makes $500 a month can buy a house? Kevin just took the spare key without my brother's permission. When Phil finally decided to live there, he was transferred to a local branch office for 3 years. While he was away, I took care of the spare key.
What?
I don't know what Kevin said to you, but my brother told me everything. When he came back home to clean the house, he found out that someone else took his place. Of course, he will ask you to get out of his own house.
Oh my god! What am I supposed to do?
Why don't you just leave? It's not your house. You can just hide in there.
How about you tell your brother that he should give this house to me and Kevin right now?
What? Are you stupid?
You're the stupid one. I am the mother-in-law. Your brother should listen to me. How could he kick out of his mother-in-law like this? And you too, disrespecting me all the time. Who do you think you are?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother-in-law? I don't consider you as my mother-in-law anymore.
What?
I told you I'm divorcing Kevin. I already submitted the divorce papers.
You did? How could you do that without telling Kevin? It's invalid. You are crazy.
It's valid. The documents were properly accepted, and I didn't do anything wrong at all. And Kevin was being prepared about this too.
What do you mean?
Do you know that 6 months ago, he resigned from the company without telling me?
What?
Since then, I was working full-time. I thought he would look for a new job while doing his part-time job. But even after a month had passed, he didn't start doing the job hunting seriously. He just does a short-term job or a day job whenever he wanted. Or most of the time, he is just lazy around. So, I came up with an idea. I asked him to make a promise. If he don't find a new real job within 5 months, we will get a divorce. Then 5 months have already passed, so we're officially getting a divorce.
What? So what you were saying was all true? I can't believe it.
Well, it's a day job, so the monthly salary changes every time. I would say the maximum was $500. Why don't you ask your son about it? You should talk to him, not just assume. Anyways, I have no further interest in your son's financial situation.
What?
Oh, also, my brother has called the police.
The police?
Of course, what you're doing right now is an intrusion into someone's private property. Please get out of my brother's house as soon as possible. That's all I have to say.
Claire, listen to me.
Goodbye. How is it going since then, sis? Is everything going well? Yes, it's going well. I've decided where I'm going to move to. So I guess the first thing to do is to pack. I'm sorry for all the trouble, Phil. No, it's not your fault. I'm fine. So, what are you going to do with that house? I'm sorry again for what happened. No worries. I wanted to talk about that too. The price of land in that area has skyrocketed, and I've been able to sell double the price I paid for it. Wow, that's good! Yeah, I'm so glad about it. I'm also thinking about getting a new job. I wasn't sure what would happen then, but it looks like things are going to turn out better in the end. Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to sell that house that much. Me too. I know you're starting from scratch. Good luck to you. Thank you. I'll come visit you at your new place when I have free time. See you soon. Okay, Phil. See you. Kevin and his mom were taken by police after that conversation. Then his uncle came to pick them up and took them home. It seems that Kevin lied to his mom by telling her that he had bought a house. They had a big fight every day because of her stupid misunderstanding about his salary. The uncle got furious and Kevin got scolded to find a real job. Since then, he finally started looking for a job. I heard that job hunting has been very difficult, and both of them have lost a lot of weight due to the stress. They don't seem to have the time to mess with me, which has brought peace to my life. Luckily, I got a promotion right after what happened. A new chapter in my life begins now.
Mom, I'm going to your place this weekend as planned.
It's been 3 years since you've been home. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
By the way, Harry is on a business trip?
Yes, he is. He won't be back for another week.
He's as busy as ever.
Yes, he is. But because he's working so hard at a big firm, we seem to get by pretty well. He's a good son.
So it's just you and Sally at home now?
Yes, that's right.
By the way, are you and Sally getting along?
What? Why that all of a sudden?
You know, Harry and Sally got married and suddenly started living with you. I guess he was worried about you, so he decided they should live with you. I figured because they just got married that they would rent an apartment and live together.
Don't worry. We're just like mother and daughter.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's just that, well, Sally, she's a bit laid back. She's not very considerate.
Is that so?
Well, don't worry. I'll gently instruct her on how to be a suitable member of the family.
I see.
Nancy, if you have time to worry about others, why don't you find someone to marry? You're already over 35. At this rate, you'll be single for the rest of your life.
I know. But you're single too.
Hey, don't go there. I'm not single because I want to be.
Then don't go there either.
Oh, for crying out loud. You're as sassy as ever.
Like mother, like daughter. See you later.
Hey, Sally. I'm on my way home now. Of course, dinner is ready, right?
What?
Oh my goodness. Don't tell me you haven't made anything for dinner.
Oh, well, you told me you were having dinner with friends tonight. I haven't seen my friends from school in a while. We ate out tonight.
Huh? Why did you just go and do something like that? One of my friends has some urgent business. The dinner party was cancelled.
Well, even so, if you'd called a little earlier, I could have prepared something for you.
I'm starving. I want you to make something now.
I understand that, but it's too late to go shopping for anything. Can I just make something with what we've got at home?
What? What are you talking about? Go out and go shopping right now.
Oh no.
I'm in the mood for beef stew tonight.
Excuse me?
I'll be home in about 30 minutes. You have beef stew ready and on the table by the time I get home. Do you understand me?
That's impossible.
Just going to the supermarket to buy some beef will take 30 minutes. What is that? Could it be? Are you challenging me, your mother-in-law? No, it's nothing like that. You're really useless. Why did Harry choose a woman like you to marry? You're ugly and uncaring. Your cooking is terrible, and you're a lousy cleaner. On top of that, you don't listen to your mother-in-law. It's meaningless to have you around. Oh, that's just awful. I'm doing my best to please you. Your best? Don't be silly. You just refused to cook me dinner. No, it's not that I refused. It's just that you insist on making me do impossible things. That's enough. You get out of my house right now. What? A no-good wife like you. Just looking at your face irritates me. I don't even want to breathe the same air as you. Oh my goodness. I'll have you and Harry divorced. Oh, wait a minute. Just because Harry isn't home, don't go deciding things on your own. Oh, Harry is a motherly boy. He'll do whatever I decide. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Leave your wallet. Why? Because if you stay in a hotel, kicking you out of the house wouldn't mean anything. Don't tell me you want me to sleep in a park. Yes. Oh, give me a break. Sleeping outside at this time of year is crazy. I lost my parents and I don't have a home to go back to. All my relatives live far away. Without money, I can't even eat. You don't have to worry about not eating for a few days. If you need water, there's a tap at the park. Oh my. You probably just wanted Harry for money anyway. I'm not letting you back in our house until you straighten up. It was never about money. Don't lie to me. My ex-husband is the president of a company, and his parents have a great house. You were targeting my son, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Listen to me. If you don't get out of my house by the time I get back, I don't know what I'll do. And leave your wallet behind. Of course, taking the money out and leaving it behind is not acceptable. Okay, I understand.
Sally, long time no see. I'd like to ask you something. Is this a good time?
It's been a while, Nancy. What is it?
Actually, I just saw you near my parents' house.
Oh, you did?
I was so surprised. You shouldn't be asking money from people passing by. You were dressed so shabbily. You look like a homeless person.
Actually, I'm kind of homeless.
No. You've got such a gorgeous house, you can't be homeless. You are a winner for marrying my brother. After all, he works for a big company. And he lives in a house that my father just rebuilt a few years ago. Well, my parents are divorced. It might be a little awkward to live with my mother.
Nancy? Actually, I haven't eaten anything for 3 days.
What? What do you mean?
Your mother kicked me out of the house. In addition, she told me to leave my wallet.
What? You're kidding.
It's true.
Is that why you were begging?
I know it's embarrassing, but I can't live without doing so.
What did he say? I thought you and my mother were getting along well.
In front of you and Harry, she changes her attitude. When it's just the two of us, she yells at me all the time. No matter how hard I tried to do my chores, she'd always complain. She even told me to divorce Harry. 3 days ago, she kicked me out with nothing but my clothes on.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you're being bullied.
Harry's salary is taken care of by his mother. She also took away my bank book and cash card, so I was always without money.
I see. With your bank book taken away, it must be difficult to make electronic payments with your smartphone.
Yes.
Sally, you're in a terrible situation. Why didn't you let my brother know?
He's working so hard and I didn't want him to worry. I can't tell him the truth. And even if I did, I don't know if he would believe me.
You're not the kind of person that would lie. I believe you. I'm sorry I made fun of you earlier, calling you homeless. I know you've been through a lot.
Nancy?
Sally, leave everything to me.
What?
Actually, I have to go back to my parents' house today. But before that, I have to help you. I'm going over to where you are again now.
Sally, it's been 3 days since you left home. I'm sure you're getting tired of staying in the wild. You left without your wallet. I'm sure you must be feeling a bit strapped.
Good evening. I'm comfortable this evening, thank you.
Oh, wow. You had to sleep outside in this cold weather. You've got guts, don't you? Actually, my daughter Nancy is coming home after a long time. Your presence would be disturbing. You'll have to stay out there for a while longer, okay?
Thanks for getting me a motel room, Sally. Even lending me money. For the first time in 3 days, I had a warm meal, and I was able to take a bath. I feel like I'm back to life. Oh, I'll pay you back the money I borrowed as soon as possible.
Don't worry about that. Just rest well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And I've contacted Harry. What an insensitive guy. He never even noticed at all that you were being bullied, even though you are living under the same roof.
But I guess he wouldn't. It's my fault for not telling him.
Did he apologize to you?
Yes, he did. He called me in tears, saying he was sorry. He told his boss what happened. He'll be able to come back here tomorrow before afternoon.
Oh, that's great! Well, then I guess we'll start the plan tomorrow afternoon. My mother's going out of town tomorrow morning to see her favorite actor in the play.
Great. Thanks again for everything.
Good morning, Mother. I overslept and didn't notice. I see you've already left.
Yes, I did. I'm so excited to see my favorite guy that I woke up early. Nancy, take care of the house while I'm gone.
What time will you be back?
Oh, I don't know. Around 7 p.m., I think.
Okay, have fun. Sally, now's your chance. My mom has no idea what's going on. She left without a care in the world.
Got it. I'll be there soon.
Hey, Nancy, where are you? I just got back. All of Harry and Sally's stuff is gone. You were home the whole time, weren't you? What the hell happened while I was out? Hey, Nancy. Anyway, get back here now.
I'm not going home ever again.
Huh? What are you talking about?
And by the way, Sally and Harry, they're never going back there either.
What? What do you mean? If it were just Sally, but Harry too? I don't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand, would you? Why did everyone leave?
Huh?
Me, Sally, and Harry. We're all angry.
Angry? Why?
I'm so dumbfounded. You really don't understand anything, do you?
I don't know what's going on.
You were a bully, weren't you? Kicking her out of the house in the cold without even giving her money? That's beyond insane.
Huh? Oh, well then. She told you, didn't she?
I contacted her. Sally was begging people on the street. I was curious, so I texted her. Then she told me she was being horribly bullied by you.
Don't call me a bully. It's just that she's so incompetent. I was just trying to educate her.
What do you mean, educate? You said you didn't want dinner. Then you tried to force her to make beef stew? And when she refuses, you get upset and start making a fuss about it. And then when she refuses, you get upset and kick her out into the cold.
Ugh, if it's just that.
By the way, Mom, why do you think I was coming back home after all this time?
What? Weren't you just making a visit home?
No, I wasn't. I went home to ask you to vacate the house.
Vacate? What do you mean?
You know that the house and land are still in Dad's name, right? When you guys divorced 3 years ago, you were supposed to move out of the house, but you refused for this reason or that. So Dad had no choice but to give in and allow you to live in the house for $800 rent.
What? Rent?
I knew you'd have forgotten about it.
I thought this house had been given to me by my ex-husband.
Up to now, Harry had been paying $6,000 for rent and I've been paying $2,000.
Oh,
But now the house is on the market.
it's for sale?
Dad's getting remarried, and he plans to live at his new wife's family's house. He doesn't need that house anymore.
Even if he says he doesn't need it, my son's family and I live there. It's completely unacceptable for him to go and decide to sell without discussion.
It's his house.
Oh, come on.
Of course, Father didn't want you to leave right away. He asked me to first convince you that you needed to leave. But when I came and found out that you were bullying her, there was no need to give you time to leave. After talking it over with Dad, we first got Harry and Sally out of there.
I beg your pardon?
Next, I need you to leave.
This is not funny. That man left me and is living with another woman. Do you know how disappointed I was when I found out after the divorce? And now he wants to take the house away from poor little me. I'm never going to leave.
It's your fault that he left in the first place. He couldn't stand your selfishness anymore. Besides, he met his fiancé after he divorced you.
Ugh.
The house needs to be vacant by next month, so get your things together and be out by the end of the month.
Then where am I supposed to go? I don't even have a family home to go back to.
Don't worry, I found you a live-in job.
Oh, give me a break. I've only ever been a stay-at-home mom. I'll never be able to work now.
But there's no one to take care of you anymore. You'll have to work for yourself.
Oh, no. Nancy, you take care of me. If I can't depend on Harry and Sally, I'll go live with my daughter, you.
That's not possible. I'm getting married soon.
Huh?
The man who will be my husband is a foreigner, and we've decided to live in his hometown, so living together is absolutely impossible.
What? What is that? How can you decide to get married without my permission?
I was actually going to introduce him to you, but not decided to. I can't believe someone like you is my mother. It's too embarrassing.
I won't allow you to get married.
You're the one who told me to get married as soon as possible, aren't you, Mother? Well then, I'm busy, so I'll leave you to it.
Wait a minute, Nancy? Sally, it's terrible that you left home without telling me. Hey, where did you and Harry move to? I'm coming over there now so you can tell me your address.
Hello, Mom.
Thank God you didn't block me. Sally, please, let's be friends again and live together. I was actually thinking of having my daughter Nancy move in with me, but she just went off and married a foreigner. She gave me the contact information of a factory where I could live and work. But after that, she blocked me and I couldn't get in touch with her anymore. I have nowhere else to go.
What are you talking about? She went to the trouble of finding that place for you. Why don't you work there?
I don't want to. I definitely don't want to do manual labor at my age.
But there's no other way.
That's why I'm asking you to live with me.
Don't tell me you've forgotten how you treated me all this time.
I apologize for everything I've done to you. It seems I was too hard on you. I'll be nicer to you next time. So see? Please let me live in your house too.
No thanks.
Huh?
I just got to get away from my evil mother-in-law. I can't live with her again.
Well, how cheeky of you. It's a wife's duty to take care of her mother-in-law.
Harry says he's cutting ties with you.
What?
He feels terrible about not noticing that you were bullying me. He apologized to me in tears, and he never wants to see your face again. He doesn't think of you as his mother anymore. That's what Harry says.
Come on now, wait a minute. If even you guys abandon me, I'll be all alone. I have nowhere to live. What am I supposed to do now?
If you need a place to live, there are dormitories at the factory.
But I don't want to work as a live-in worker.
Well then, just sleep in the park.
In the park? What a thing to say to your mother-in-law.
I'm just returning the favor. Then I'll follow my sister-in-law and block you two. Goodbye. My mother-in-law, who left her house in tears, started a part-time job as a live-in worker. Rumor has it that she is the oldest person in her workplace, but she cannot do her job at all. She is constantly being scolded by the younger, more senior employees every day. My mother-in-law has a lot of pride. I'm sure she must be feeling miserable. I hope she will take this opportunity to reflect on her past behavior. As for me, after I left my parents-in-law's house, I moved into an apartment with my husband, Harry. I can only thank my sister-in-law for helping me. When I was living with my mother-in-law, every day was like hell. Now, I am the happiest living with my kind husband.
Sis? Hey, sis! Don't ignore my text. Come on, sis, answer me. Huh? Alice? Hi, sis! I finally got your reply. It's been 3 years. How are you? Are you really Alice? How did you get my number? Yeah, I finally tracked it down. I had a really hard time. I've been trying to get in touch with you for a long time. What did you do to find out? Just kidding. You don't have to be so scared, lol. I ran into a friend of yours the other day. I took advantage of the opportunity and sneaked a look at her cell phone. I didn't use a detective or anything weird like that, so don't worry. Mom and Dad wouldn't tell me your number. I mean, neither one of them responds to my calls. Why is that? Of course they won't. Besides, I asked them not to tell you my number. That's terrible. I'm your only little sister. Do you even know what you've done? You don't even respect me as your older sister. You're not being so nice to me, sis. It's true, a lot of things happened in the past. But that was 3 years ago. Statute of limitations. Statute of limitations. You're not the one to decide that. Anyway, I heard you're getting married. How can you keep this from your precious sister? It's none of your business. Oh, I get it. You're just worried that it'll be like before. It's been 3 years, but you're so worried, sis. No, I'm not, but I don't want to see your face again. I knew you'd be wary. You're thinking I'll take your fiancé again like before. No, I'm not. It's hard having a beautiful sister, but it's your fault for being born uglier than me. It's a law of the world that a beautiful woman is chosen over an ugly one. LOL. Whatever. Anyway, what's going on with you and Max? Max? I already broke up with him. Once he became mine, he became uninteresting. I knew it. I knew you'd say that. So let's bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones? I broke up with your ex-fiancé, so I didn't do anything wrong. You did do a wrong thing. Oh, really? We both broke up with Max, so we're in the same boat. Well, I don't care about my ex. By the way, I didn't get an invitation. Of what? Come on, you're playing dumb. Of course, I'm talking about an invitation to your wedding. I haven't sent it out to anyone yet, but I'm not inviting you. I'm your sister. How can you not invite your sister? I want to see your current boyfriend. It's impossible for me to invite you. I thought you appreciated me. Appreciate? You? Why? Because it's a good thing we found out Max was that kind of guy before you married him. Thanks to me, you didn't marry a man who's so easily seduced by other women. That's true, but I did it for you, sis. You were about to fall for the wrong guy, so I was your savior, so to speak. I'll check out your next boyfriend and see if he's a bad guy too. Don't ever do that. You've always wanted everything from me. You're lying that you're doing this for me. Because I'm your little sister. As a big sister, you're supposed to give everything to your little sister. You know what? That's what a big sister is for. That's all you're good for. You're talking nonsense. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm going to become stupid like you. I'm telling you the truth. So it's normal for me to be with your fiancé. I mean, you should even give him to me yourself. Do you get it? Hey, more importantly, what kind of person is this guy you're going to get married to? I said it's none of your business. I'm not even going to tell you. Just don't contact me again, okay? You're still wary of me. Well, that's understandable. Because I'm much prettier than you. I'll definitely go to your wedding, no matter what you say. Looking forward to it, LOL. Sis, is this a good time? Come on, sis, answer me. What is it? What do you want? I told you not to contact me anymore. I'm going to block you. Wait. If you block me, you'll regret it. I have big news for you, sis. You'll be surprised. What are you talking about? I have a bad feeling about this. Who do you think I'm with right now? What? I don't know. Oh my god, it's your fiancé! Surprised? What? That's impossible. Don't bullshit me. It is possible. He's right next to me now. Thane Ulverstone. Yeah, so? What? That's a small reaction? Are you so surprised that you can't even say anything? If you're so nonchalant, I might take him again. Or maybe we're already in a relationship. How's that? Surprising, isn't it? It's frustrating, right? Do whatever you want. What? Is it okay? You're right. Like Max, if he's the kind of guy who's always on the lookout for other women, I don't want to be with him. Thanks for taking him away from me, LOL. You're acting tough. You cried like a baby before. That was me feeling sorry for myself. I thought you were my sister, and I trusted Max. I felt like an idiot for trusting these people. That's right, you're an idiot. You're a real idiot for realizing it now. I love taking things from you. It's so fun to see you sad. I see. You're ugly, but you don't even know it. And you're so bossy just because you're good at studying. I've always hated it when people thought I was your sister. I didn't know that. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. You're ugly. You know what? Ugly people are supposed to be modest. And yet you try to get married before me. I'm beautiful, unlike you. There's no way you're getting married before me. Is that why you took Max? Just because I tried to get married first? That's right. But Max was a failure. I did take him from you, but he didn't have much money. And he wasn't particularly good looking either. Yeah, well, he didn't have any money. So I'll take Thane this time. Sis! Hey, sis! What? I'm busy right now. What's going on? What are you talking about? It's my wedding today. Oh, I see. It's my wedding, and why aren't you here? Mom, Dad, and everyone else, nobody is sitting at the family table. I sent out the invitations, didn't I? But you didn't get replies, did you? We're family. Of course family members would attend my wedding. Family? Who is? Who? Of course you guys are. You know Mom and Dad already cut you off because of what happened with Max. And yet, you keep asking for money over and over again, and you don't even work hard yourself. It's only natural for parents to give money to their daughter. You've gone beyond the normal bounds of raising a daughter. You know that. Do you have any idea how many times Mom and Dad have had to clean up your mess? They can't take care of you anymore. I don't even consider you as my sister anymore. What about my wedding? It's not cool to have no one sitting at the family table. Besides, if Mom and Dad don't give me money, we can't afford the wedding venue. I don't care anything about that. Why don't you be honest? Tell everyone I've neglected all my relatives because of my bad behavior. There's no way I can tell them that. Anyway, come here now. And bring Mom and Dad with you. I'm not going. I can't go. I knew you were jealous of me. Jealous? Why? Because you lost your fiancé again. That's why you're doing this. Getting your mom and dad involved and boycotting my wedding with everyone else? It's terrible. This is ridiculous. First of all, my fiancé is not being taken. The reason I can't come over is because it's my wedding today. Huh? What are you talking about? What a coincidence. I can't believe I got married on the same day as you. What are you talking about? That's impossible. Because Thane is here, you know. Who are you going to marry? I have no idea what you're talking about. Sis, did you lose your mind because you're so frustrated that I took Thane away from you? LOL. Who are you going to marry? Thane! Thane Ulverstone. Your fiancé? It was written on the invitation, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was written on the invitation. I threw away the invitation right away because I would never go. I knew I couldn't go anyway. There's no way I could be at someone else's wedding on my own wedding day. What are you talking about? There's no way that's true. Thane is right here. What are you really saying? You're a liar. I don't like it when you call me a liar. I feel insulted. You're just saying that because you're a sore loser, right? No, of course not. Of course, I'm marrying Thane Ulverstone. I've been saying this so many times. Thane is right here. Which Thane are you talking about? I'm talking about your fiancé, Thane. Who else would it be? You're not making any sense. I don't know what you mean either. When you texted me before, Thane was right next to me, so I wondered what you were talking about. Of course, Thane is with me now. Who are you talking about all this time? Huh? What? What do you mean? It's a lie. Thane is with me. I wouldn't lie about something like this. It's the truth. Then who's the guy that's with me? I don't know, but it's Thane, right? Your fiancé. But at least he's not my fiancé. What? No way. Oh, come to think of it, I do know one person who might be the guy you're with. What do you mean? One of Thane's classmates in college had the same name as him. Same name? But Thane Ulverstone is a pretty rare name, isn't it? That's impossible. It is an unusual name, but it's not impossible. At first, they got excited about having the same name and hit it off. But that guy was not only lazy, but he was not good with money. Not good with money? He pretended to be the other Thane and borrowed money and lied to Thane. Thane cut off this guy because that kind of things happened many times. But he said he was Alice's fiancé. Oh, he's lying again. But maybe he knew that you were my sister all along. Maybe that's why he targeted you. Why would he? Thane Ulverstone that you're with right now seems to be the person who wants everything that belongs to others, just like you. You and him make a good couple. Then how did Thane know about me? I didn't know there were two Thane Ulverstones. Maybe he was jealous or envious of Thane, who's successful in everything. Apparently, he still pretended to be the other Thane, pretending to be cool. He was trying to make a pass at me, but I kept saying no. I guess that's when he found out I have a sister. You turned him down? So I'm with a guy who was turned down by you. Yeah, maybe that's why he went after you instead. Maybe he doesn't know you've been cut off by your family. He seemed to have been doing a lot of research about our parents' financial situation. What do you mean? I don't know, but I'm glad you're marrying him. I've been having a hard time because he was stalking me. If you guys get married and both settle down, we'll be safe and sound. I'll start a happy life with my Thane. Wish you a happy life with your Thane, LOL. That's a lie. What? Wait, if you're being wedded too, could it be that no one's coming to ours because... Of course, they're here for my wedding. Everyone is here to celebrate my wedding. Oh my god! It's terrible to embarrass your little sister. Terrible? Look who's talking. You're the one who's been making fun of me all this time. But, well, let's let bygones be bygones. We'll both be newlyweds, and we'll build our own happy families, LOL. I don't want to. If my Thane is not your fiancé, then what's the point? Oh yeah. Your Thane, it seems he's in debt as usual. Debt? You knew and you didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me? Well, you were so happy and you said you were going out with him. I don't want to put a damper on your conversation, so I was being thoughtful. How much debt does he have? Why should I know? But you'd better be careful. There are rumors that he's been involved in underground money lenders. Underground money lenders? Yeah, I don't know much about that. I hear those lenders are very strict about collections, so you can't escape from them. Oh, but you're like him. You're used to being in debt, so I guess you'll be fine. I'm not used to... I can't tell you how many times Mom and Dad had to apologize to lenders because you borrowed money and overdrafted. You know that, don't you? But it didn't seem to hurt you, so you must be good at living in debt. From now on, why don't you and Thane do your best to pay off the debt together? Now that you're a married couple, you should get along well with each other. No, I don't want to. Please help me. Help you? You're asking me, an ugly idiot woman? You're my sister. You're my only sister. You stole your only sister's fiancé just for the fun of it. I apologize for that. No matter how sorry you are, it doesn't erase what you did. Like I said before, Mom and Dad and I don't consider you family anymore. Please help me. From now on, I'll do whatever you say, sis. Please beg Dad for me. It's not going to work. Mom and Dad regret helping you too much. They think that's why you became like this. They're not going to help you until you become a decent person. You're on your own. That's impossible. I won't make fun of you anymore. Please, help me, sis. You're my savior, aren't you? You saved me so much. Thank you. I wish you and your Thane a long and happy life together. Sis, don't abandon me. Alice held her wedding without any of her relatives attending. Thane, who became her husband, was furious that his guest was off. It seems that Thane and his parents were relying on Alice's parents' money. Thane's family was a family of spendthrifts, and they were already deep in debt. As rumored, they also borrowed heavily from underground moneylenders. So, Thane's parents thought that they could rely on his son's wife's parents when their son got married. As soon as they found out that they couldn't do that, the whole family started giving Alice a hard time. They made Alice work from morning till night to pay off the debt. Such a troublesome family Thane's family was. But the amount of debt was way too big and couldn't be dealt with just by forcing Alice to work. So it's inevitable, and they will eventually get into trouble. As for me, along with my Thane and his parents, now live a peaceful and tranquil life. Now that I am no longer related to my sister, I feel the weight has finally been lifted off my shoulders.
Hey, Audrey. Where are you?
Henry, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to still be at work?
I finished early, so I decided to head straight home. Why aren't you home? What are you doing out all this time? As a responsible spouse, you should be home preparing dinner by now.
I was actually planning to head back earlier, but the hospital was packed. I just left. I'll grab us some food on my way home.
Hospital? For what?
Yeah, I told you I wasn't feeling well a while ago, right? I couldn't take it anymore, so I went to see the doctor. I didn't think the hospital was gonna be packed.
I don't care about that. So, you spent money for that?
Well, yeah.
Where did you get the money?
From our joint account. Remember, I've been putting all my part-time savings into it too. We talked about using that money if we needed it, didn't we?
Are you serious?
Huh?
Don't go spending my money on your unnecessary medical bills. What were you thinking? You need to pay me back, like, now.
Pay you back? It's not just your money, I have the rights to use it too. And hey, it's not like I blew it on something dumb, right?
Whatever. You know, I made the effort to come home early for you, and you're planning to serve me some store-bought food? Do you really think it's okay to treat your husband like that? Who do you think is paying the bills so we can eat and you can see a doctor?
I'm bringing in money too, you know. Yes, it's less than what you make because I work part-time. But that's because you don't want me to work every day. And let's not forget, you're the one who made me quit my full-time job when we got married. And then, when we still couldn't make ends meet, it was you who pushed me into taking a part-time job.
Stop making excuses. Just get back home. I'm hungry. I need to eat by 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
It's gonna take me at least an hour to get back home, so I won't make it on time.
Shut up, just listen to your husband.
Henry, what the hell is wrong with you? Throwing ice water at me the second I stepped through the door? Seriously?
What is wrong with me? I should be the one asking you that.
What do you mean?
You're having an affair, right?
What? Me having an affair?
Yes.
Wait a minute, I'm not cheating on you. What proof do you have to say something like that?
I saw it with my own eyes. You've been cheating and got yourself pregnant. You're terrible.
Pregnant? How? What the hell are you talking about?
I saw you talking to a girl at the store. She called you Mom. That's your secret child, huh? I even took pictures of it. And to top it off, now you're trying to have another kid in your late 40s? Going to the hospital behind my back was obviously to see an obstetrician, right? It's messed up that my money is going towards your secret child. I can't forgive this. It's bad enough we had to deal with your secret child soon after we got married. But trying for another at this age? Gross.
What? Seriously, what are you talking about? Do you hear yourself talking? I think you should calm down for a bit.
You need to be the one to calm down. You've been betraying me for over a decade. You feel refreshed after that cold water? Don't coming back, ha ha ha.
Wait, did you forget something? There's no way I could get pregnant, you know?
What? Don't play dumb. I'm divorcing you. Get the hell out.
Huh? Guess talking won't do any good, huh? Well, I'm out. Goodbye. Hey Audrey, sorry for holding you back earlier. I didn't expect to run into you there, so I got carried away chatting. It's okay, but actually a lot happened after that. Could I possibly stay over at your place tonight? Huh? Of course you can. Could it be that you got home late and your husband got mad at you? Not really. Well, yeah, it's definitely a husband-related issue for sure. What do you mean? He was accusing me of cheating. What? It seems like I have a secret child and I'm pregnant too. Was that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause it's really not funny. I wish it was, but he was serious. I see. Just come over, tell me the details later. Thank you. I'll head out now.
Hey, cheater. Chilled out yet? Ha ha ha. If you're willing to apologize and kneel down to beg for forgiveness after aborting the child, I might consider forgiving you.
Huh? What are you talking about now?
Your small part-time paycheck won't cut it, right? Ha ha ha. If you come crawling back to me, I'll let it slide this time. But you better start treating me, your husband, with even more respect and take care of me like never before.
No, thank you. Just so you know, I'm sorting out a divorce mediation with a lawyer involved. You should be getting some papers from them in the next couple of days.
What? Divorce? Are you serious?
Of course I am. Why are you surprised? You were the one who brought up divorce in the first place.
Look, with someone like you, cheating in your 50s, divorce is the obvious move. But are you okay with that? Because your cheating is the reason for this split. So I'll be taking a good chunk in alimony. The girl you were talking to and the one you're carrying now, they might end up in a tough spot, huh? Ha ha ha.
I'm not pregnant, and I don't have a secret child.
Liar. Then who was the girl you were talking to at the store?
It's my daughter.
What? Who the hell are you?
I'm Catherine. I'm Audrey's friend and we work together. And her lawyer's wife.
What? Her lawyer's wife?
After you drenched me in cold water and kicked me out, I stayed at Catherine's house. At first, it was just me relying on her as a friend, you know? After hearing what happened, her husband offered to help as my lawyer. I was actually classmates with Audrey when we were young. We did our training together, supporting each other as newbies. Even after getting married and retiring, we stayed close. So when I heard that my dear friend was being suspected of cheating, I couldn't just stand by. And to think my own daughter is being mistaken for her secret child? Talk about a shock.
That girl is your daughter? Why did you call her mom then?
Maybe you misunderstood, but why does it even matter? I was there too. She was probably talking to me, not Audrey. I was behind the counter working, so you just didn't see me standing there.
What? Your husband is a lawyer. Why would you work at the store?
Now that my daughter's in high school and I'm not fully occupied with parenting, I thought of getting back to work. It's not just about money. I want to stay engaged with society. Can you please stop equating my husband with someone who only sees his wife as a tool?
What's that supposed to mean? You're looking down on me too? Just because your husband's a lawyer, you think you're all high and mighty. Such an attitude for a woman.
You know what? That's what I can't stand about you.
Huh?
You were only nice before we got married. Once we tied the knot, your true colors showed. You started looking down on women and treating me like a trophy wife. You completely ignored my wishes. First, you made me quit my job, saying it doesn't look good if the wife isn't a homemaker. Then, when money got tight, you told me to get a part-time job. Even when I said I wanted to go back to full-time work, you said it'd make you look bad, so I should stop. It's not about how it looks. You're the one who's actually inadequate. You're the worst husband and the worst human being.
Audrey...
Do you know why I went to the hospital?
'Cause you're pregnant.
How? I'm infertile.
Huh? You are?
Before we got married, I found out I was infertile and spent years trying treatments until I was 40. Despite all the efforts, we had no luck and we had to accept it. But it seems like you lost interest in me around your late 20s. You started ignoring me even when I was going through treatments. You treated me like a maid, not a partner. Your attitude is what led me to depression.
Depression?
I've been seeing a psychiatrist. I have my medical certificate too.
That's a lie. Your doctor must be a quack. You only work part-time and you've been living normally. You're lying about your depression.
You might not get it since you abandoned Audrey, but ever since she married you, she's been losing her spark. Back in her office days, she was vibrant and tough, but now she's just giving up on things and becoming a pushover for her husband. Despite that, she had the guts to reach out for help. Me and my husband are going to do our best to help Audrey. I'm not going to forgive you for what you did to her. You're the one who's going to pay compensation.
Compensation? Why would I pay for that?
Duh.
I understand that she's not cheating on me, so can we just move on from this and go back to how we were used to?
Hell no. You're the one who's cheating.
Huh? I'm cheating? Stop accusing me. You don't even have proof.
I do.
What?
You didn't have any proof, and yet you accused Audrey of cheating. Come to find out, you're the one who got somebody pregnant.
How did you know that?
Cheaters often convince themselves that their spouse is cheating too at the slightest hint.
Huh?
My husband deals with divorce cases involving infidelity. He has a sharp intuition for these things. Based on this belief, we conducted an investigation and found out that your lover is pregnant. Isn't she a temporary worker at your work and she's just 24 years old? Cheating with a woman half your age and getting her pregnant. Disgusting. You're nothing but a piece of shit.
No need to go that far. But seriously, since my wife can't have kids, it's kinda natural to have them with someone else, right? I mean, it'd be a shame if the genes of a top-notch guy like me don't get passed down, don't you think?
Gross. What do you mean by top-notch guy? You can't even support your wife on your own, let alone more than one. And you know what's even worse? Even though you're making double what Audrey does, you still expect her to put in the same amount into your joint savings. Talk about gross and stingy. I think the world would be better off without the genes of a guy like you. Catherine, going any further would just be unfair to the kids. After all, even though it's his love child, it didn't ask for any of this. Audrey, you're such a sweetheart. But hey, even with your kindness, I'm still pretty upset. And trust me, I've got enough evidence to file for divorce and claim compensation.
Wow, you really went all out with your investigation, huh? I never expected someone like Audrey to have a lawyer acquaintance. Caught me by surprise.
And by the way, I also filed a complaint for the invasion of privacy regarding my daughter.
That's a bit much, don't you think?
Having some creepy old guy spy on us is gross, and it's freaking my daughter out. So, let's just let our lawyers deal with things from now on, okay? I'll block you on everything too. Just a reminder, I'll never go back to that house again.
Hey, hold on a sec. She's about to have a kid and I have to raise it. That's gonna cost money, you know? It'd be a real hassle if you hit me up for alimony.
That's your problem.
Plus, let's face it, you couldn't survive without me. I mean, yeah, my paycheck isn't huge. But yours as a part-timer is even smaller. You need me to get by, right? So, let's forget about divorce and the compensation.
Oh, you didn't know?
Huh?
Audrey has just been offered a full-time position at her current part-time job.
What?
They made the offer before, but since you didn't want me working full-time, I had no choice but to turn it down. Now that she's finally divorcing you, she can really show what she is capable of and shine.
No.
Hey, remember what you said before? It's better to just divorce a crappy old hag like you who cheats in her 50s. Well, guess what? I'm feeling the same way now.
Wait a minute. Can we talk this out? I'll tell her and get rid of the kid. Please.
What a piece of shit. I don't ever want to talk to you, ever. Goodbye. After what happened, I blocked his number. The divorce went through with the help of lawyers, and I got a lump sum for compensation. It seems Henry has moved in with his lover who had the baby, but they're struggling financially due to low income. Their debt keeps piling up, and it's a bit of a mess. I took a few months off from work for depression treatment, then landed a full-time job at my part-time job. Thanks to my understanding bosses, I'm feeling better and enjoying work. I might not be as energetic as in my 20s, but I'm having a blast with my second shot at youth.
Hi, Dad. It's Mary. Are you still at work? I need to talk to you. Do you have a minute?
Oh, Mary? Haven't heard you in a while. What's up?
It's important. I think it's going to take some time to explain.
I'm already home, so it's okay. Go ahead.
I'm afraid I'm going to freak you out. I'm sorry. I'm still not very clear on what I want to say. I just thought I should tell you.
What? What's wrong?
Mom might be having an affair.
What? May is having an affair?
She's taking advantage of the fact that you are away on assignment, and she's bringing a man into the house.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Oh gosh, Mom. Things have been so much easier for her financially since she got married to you. I mean, me too. I'm so grateful to you for helping me finish college at a school that I never thought I'd be able to go to. You've been so kind to me and you're such a wonderful father. I can't believe she would betray you like this. As a daughter, I've never felt so ashamed and disappointed in anyone in my life. Dad, I'm so sorry.
Mary, calm down. I want to calm down too. So let's sort out the situation together. Can I ask you a few questions?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
First, do you know who's the boyfriend is?
Looks like he's a student working at the place where Mom works.
A student? Does that mean he's a college student? A guy younger than you?
Yes. I don't know his full name. Mom called him Kenneth.
Kenneth. It could be either his first or last name. But which is it?
My mother often calls people she is familiar with by their first names.
Oh, that's right. Then, it's more likely to be a first name. Is it that, did you see something incriminating? If you're so sure about the affair, is that what happened?
Yes. When I came home earlier than usual, she was just seeing him off at the door. They kissed. It wasn't just once or twice. I've seen it many times.
She's being very careless, isn't she?
Maybe it's because he always leaves before I get home. Maybe she's not too worried about being caught, but things are a little different now.
What do you mean?
Actually, my company's working hours changed last month. Now I can change buses better on my way home without having to wait for the later one. Now I get home about 20 minutes earlier than before, but I forgot to tell Mom about it.
I see. So that's how you saw it.
Yep.
It must have been tough for you to see your mother doing that. I know you didn't want it to be reminded of it, but thank you for telling me.
No, actually, I'm relieved to be able to talk to you and know that I don't have to worry about it alone. To be honest, she makes me sick. Even if it was a man close to her own age, I wouldn't be able to forgive her. But to think that he's younger than me?
Mary, are you okay?
Huh?
You don't want to stay at home, do you? If you want, you can come move out and rent an apartment.
But...
Don't worry about money. It's sudden, and I'll help you out with what you need. I know you might be worried about living alone for the first time, but you don't want to keep living with May under these circumstances.
Well, yes. Can I really take you up on that?
Of course. If you ever need help, you can always count on me. You are my daughter. I'll help you financially, and if you're having a hard time emotionally, you can talk to me about anything.
Thanks, Dad.
Now, I just need to check out May.
I'll look into it.
But...
It's okay. I feel calmer now that I've talked to you. It must be hard for you too, so I can leave everything to you. Besides, I know Mom's routine better than you do. If I'm going to leave house and live alone, she'll be able to bring Kenneth home as much as she wants, and she'll be happy.
I see. If you want to find something, it will be the perfect opportunity. But don't go overboard. Come to me before it gets out of hand. Also, you never know what will happen if May finds out, so be very careful.
I got it.
May, can I have a word?
Oh, hey! What's up?
Nothing. I was just wondering what you're doing right now. Are you at home?
Yeah, I'm home alone watching TV. That's a strange thing to ask. You've only been calling me lately when you had something to discuss.
I'm sorry about that. Things have been pretty hectic. I finally got it together, so here I am.
Oh, I see. Sounds like you've been busy.
Well, work is keeping me pretty busy. I've also got a lot going on in my personal life.
Your personal life?
When you're on your leaving, you have to do a lot of things by yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, you're working alone and I'm home alone. And Mary seems to be doing fine without me. Maybe that's what it's like to live apart from each other.
But Mary, she comes back sometimes on weekends, right?
That's true. Even though she moved out on her own, she says she lives in a neighborhood close by. She comes here to pick up and drop off things in her room. But she leaves as soon as she's done, though. Young people these days are so reserved, aren't they?
Young people these days, huh? By the way, do you know why Mary started living alone?
What? That's because she's a working adult now. I guess she thought it was time to start living on her own. It was sudden, but I think it's a good thing.
I agree. At least, if she's not on her own, there's a chance she'll be pushed around by you in the future.
What's with the... You're saying that in a roundabout way, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I intentionally made it sound roundabout.
Yeah?
You said you were alone at home. You're also with someone a lot, aren't you? You must be enjoying the company of a young person these days, right?
Huh? But Mary left home, so I'm basically alone, right? At least if you came home, We could live together, the two of us. But that won't be possible for a while, right?
Not just for a while. I don't think it's going to be possible ever.
What? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean. You're acting a little weird today.
Calling me weird is like the pot calling the kettle black. Well, I'm beating around the bush too much. I thought it would be easier if you figure it out on your own, but guess there's no choice.
So what? What?
I've got a lot of stimulating photos on hand, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. This room is obviously our bedroom, right?
What is this? What is this picture?
That's what I want to know. What is this picture? Why is there a guy in our bedroom?
Oh, he's a friend of Mary's. He came to visit Mary, but she started living alone and isn't at home. I felt bad asking him to leave, so I just served him some tea. After that, he said he didn't feel well, so I thought I'd let him rest in the bedroom. That's all, And then, I don't know what it was, but that picture.
So how did this picture come about?
Well, that's...
For a long-winded excuse, you didn't end it well, did you?
Oh no, it's not an excuse or anything. This guy is really a friend of Mary's.
There's nothing more you can say. That's the end of the conversation. Do you still not realize that I was playing dumb on purpose?
What? What are you talking about?
I've already done a lot of checking.
So, what are you talking about?
The picture just now. It was taken from a hidden camera in the bedroom.
A hidden camera? What the hell is that? Where the hell? From this angle, I'd say it's in the closet.
It doesn't matter now. The camera's been taken down.
When did this happen? You've been back here without us knowing? So this is all very elaborate.
You're not going to admit to cheating on me?
Oh my god! Alright, I admit it. Are you satisfied? That guy is my boyfriend. Kenneth Marks, 20 years old. My sweetheart. Not an old man like you. He's young, he's cute, he's my boyfriend. How's that? I hope that's enough to make you happy.
Okay.
I'm willing to pay you about $20,000 in alimony.
You're willing to pay me alimony?
Well, fortunately, Mary is working and I'm sure she has a good amount of money. Mary should be on my side, and I'm sure she'll be willing to pay for me. I'm sure she'll be happy to pay at least $20,000 for me.
Unfortunately, not. It was Mary who leaked this to me and found out all about you.
Huh?
Mary's the one who set up the hidden camera too.
What's that? Why would she do that?
She witnessed your affair.
I'm her mother. There's no way she would betray her mother. She's supposed to be on my side no matter what. Unlike you, she's my blood. I'm her true and genuine mother.
That's why she can forgive you.
Huh?
Your ex-husband, the reason for your divorce from Ivan. You told Mary that Ivan was having an affair, right?
Because that's actually what happened, so yeah.
No, Mary knew. She knew the truth.
Huh?
She went to see Ivan recently.
What? That can be true, right? I didn't give her Ivan's address.
It seems she got it from one of her relatives. There is someone who's been exchanging Christmas cards with him all this time.
Who on earth is that?
I can't answer that question because I didn't ask. Anyway, when she met with Ivan, he told her that the cause of the divorce was her mother's infidelity. She told him that she hadn't received any child support for a long time. In fact, you kept it, and none of it was ever used for Mary. She now knows about all the evil things you've been hiding from her. Do you think she can forgive such a lying mother, no matter how much you are related to her? I'm sure you'll be hearing from Ivan about this matter soon.
Wait a minute. What? Don't make it sound like I'm the only one who's at fault. Stop it.
I've heard everything from Mary too. Ivan and you got divorced when Mary was in elementary school. After that, all her clothes were hand-me-down from neighbors and relatives. Even her underwear and socks were rags. When Mary finished her compulsory education and became a high school student, you told her her father wouldn't pay for her school materials, so she would have to earn her own money. You kept telling her to work after high school because you didn't have enough money to send her to college. So Mary spent her days working part-time until the fall of her sophomore year of high school when I became her father. I cried when I realized Mary had a really hard life since she was a little girl because of you. You are a terrible mother. You are the worst human being I've ever known.
That's not true, you know? You know what? I did it as part of her education. Or rather, for Mary's sake.
Education?
I thought it would be better for her to learn about how hard money is while she's young.
So, the child support money that Ivan has been paying for Mary, you haven't touched any of it.
Well, the thing is...
You spent it, did you? To satisfy your own needs. You only think about yourself. Stop lying about it being for Mary.
No,
Mary says she doesn't want to see you ever again.
What?
The address that she moved to was temporary. She's somewhere else now. There's no point in trying to see her.
You're kidding, right?
So? He's there now, isn't he? The guy you're cheating on me with.
Oh my god, what are you talking about? I'm home alone.
We've already confirmed that he went into the house. Me and my lawyer.
What lawyer?
I'm with Kenneth's wife and the lawyer I hired.
What? Why did you bring a lawyer?
That, of course, is to have a thorough discussion with you. You know that Kenneth has a wife and kids, don't you? He's a student, but I guess he has 2 children with his wife.
Wait a minute! Don't tell me his wife?
Oh, she knows everything. She's going to talk to you guys about compensation and alimony. And me too, of course.
Wait a minute! I don't have that kind of money!
Well, let's talk about it now. I tried to enter the house, but the door was locked. What a wayward move. Of course, I had the key, so I could enter the house without any problem. First of all, Kenneth agreed to divorce easily. He was also being supported by his working wife, and he was trembling as in the presence of a fierce demon. He was like a puppy staring at a wolf. He was still cute enough to admit his guilt easily. And my wife, Mary cut ties with her, and if she divorced me, she would have no one to take care of her. Anyway, she ranted and raved. When I threatened her with a trial, she reluctantly agreed. But by the time we were done talking, I was exhausted, and so my lawyer. Ivan also questioned her about using her daughter's child support money without permission. Now that she has returned to her parents' house, she is working from morning till night to pay the huge amount of alimony and other things she was charged for.
Hey, I went to your house the other day and there was a poor, very bony girl. Who is that girl? I was so shocked. What were you doing in my house without my permission? I mean, how did you get in the house? Did you break a window or something? Of course, I came in through the front door. You gave me a key and said I could come over any time I wanted. Did I say that? Oh no, you said it yourself and you forgot? I don't remember. Anyways, when did you come back to the US? You should have at least called me. Sorry, I wanted to surprise you. I got a month's vacation from work and came back to the US 2 days ago. 1 month vacation, huh? Sounds fun. I know, right? I can't get that much time off in some companies. Anyway, who is that girl? I was going to surprise you, but I was the one who got surprised. I really thought my heart would stop. I don't know. You don't know? She was in your room. A bony little girl with long hair. Could it be a ghost? What? Are you possessed? Or was she some kind of spirit? She looked so ragged. Maybe she died in some kind of accident? Maybe your house is haunted, like someone died in there before. Either way, you should move out as soon as possible and have exercised. That girl is from the neighborhood. She's not a ghost, don't worry. But she was in your room. A random kid from the neighborhood wouldn't just come into the house without permission. I lent her the key too. Why? Because, we became friends. I felt sorry for her too, you know? You saw her, right? She's so pathetic. I see. So you're taking care of her because you feel sorry for her? That's right. You know that I'm a very kind person, right? I used to help stray dogs and cats too. But you surprised me. She suddenly asked me to give her a loaf of bread. So, how old is she? 4 years old, I think. I see. I asked her name and age, but she didn't say anything. All she would say was, "I'm hungry." Her parents must not even feed her. She must be having a very bad time at her home. I feel so bad for her. Right? She's a poor girl. That's why. Do you know her name? Her name is Monica. I know she's a stranger, but I really feel so sorry for her. So I gave her a key and told her she could stay at my house anytime she wanted. It's like she's using my house as a shelter. That's so sweet of you, sis. I didn't get to see you today, and I'll see you tomorrow at your place. Why? Don't you want to see your favorite sister for the first time in 5 years? And tomorrow is Saturday. It's your day off, right? Do you already have a plan? Well, I'm not home from work tomorrow. Can you just slow down? Let's do it some other time. Well, I don't have much time here in the US, you know. By the way, what do you do now? I'm doing a lot of things right now. I'm very busy, okay? I see. I wish I could see you soon. But I'm also worried about Monica, so I'll be there tomorrow. You don't have to come. Oh yeah, I'll clean your room for you. I don't think Monica would feel comfortable in there. Sis, there's so much mess in your room. I told you, I'm busy. I don't have time to clean. You haven't been good at cleaning since you were a kid. That's why I'm going to help you. I've been cleaning your room since we were kids. I'm not busy anyway. I'll make you dinner too. What time will you be home? No, thank you. You don't have to do that. Don't be shy. I want to see my sister now that I'm back home. We're the only family we have left since our parents passed away. I'm not being shy. You really don't have to come. I have a good idea. I'll stay at your place when your room is clean. I'm getting tired of living in a hotel. No way. You can't do that. I'm too busy with work to take care of you. So I'll take care of you while I'm here. And I want to be with you. Don't stay over. If possible, don't even come to my house. Please. If you think you're doing this for my sake, you really don't have to do this. I'm Chloe, 30 years old. Our parents died in a car accident when I was in high school. It It was very depressing, but fortunately, they left us a lot of money, so we were able to have a decent life without them. It's been my dream since I was a little girl to study abroad. My parents left me enough money to make that dream come true. However, I was hesitant to leave the US without my sister and was about to give up on my dream. But my sister pushed me to pursue my dream. After graduation, I didn't go back to the US because I started working right away. Although I kept in touch with my sister, I was not able to return to the US. Finally, I came back after 5 years. I had decided to visit my sister first thing when I came back. However, my sister said she was busy and never came to see me. I don't know what's wrong with her. I went to my sister's house, although she told me not to come because I was worried about the girl. Then it led to a terrible thing. Sis, is an umbrella recyclable garbage? As I remember, there are different rules about garbage disposal in the US, right? What? I cleaned up your room. You can see the clean floor now. It's pretty clean. You're welcome. Sis, it's dangerous to leave things like broken umbrellas and cups broken in half. Someone can get hurt by this. Why are you in my room? Because you're so busy with work that you don't have time to clean. That's why I did it for you. I didn't ask. You need to leave right now. Oh, don't worry. I didn't throw away your nerd collection. I mean, you know, plastic bottles, take out food trash. Just throwing those things out made things a lot better. Let's make sure we take out the trash. Fine. So about the kid. Did you talk to her? Oh, she helped me clean up. She's a good girl. Did she say anything? What? She said nothing. Actually, I wonder if she can speak properly. Even if I talk to her, she just shakes her head and doesn't answer me out loud. Do you usually talk to her? I hardly ever talk to her either. So I gave her a bath and cut her hair, and she was so cute. I was so surprised. What? You did that? What are you doing? Why do you have to do such a thing? Why? Is it a bad thing? I mean... Well, yeah, maybe it's not nice to cut a child's hair without parents' permission. But it felt like she hadn't bathed in days. You think so too, don't you? Well... If she gets so clean, her parents will notice when she comes home. Maybe it's not a good idea. Do you think her parents will get mad at her? I'll be fine. How do you know if it's okay? Hey, where does she live? No matter how much I ask Monica, she won't tell me. I don't know either. It looks like some house in the neighborhood. You know, you're always supposed to report cases like this. Am I right? I did, but it's useless to report it now. No one will help her anyway. That's why I'm the one taking care of her. It's for her best. I see. Then I should go to Monica's house and talk to her parents. That's enough. What? That's enough. You need to stop being involved with that girl. You won't be in the US forever. If you're too nice to her, she'll get attached to you. You don't have to say it like that. Kids take advantage of you if you're too nice to them. They'll start to take advantage of you. I don't think so. First of all, you can't take care of her all the time, right? Don't be nice to her halfway. Well, I indeed need to leave the country soon. You think you're being nice and helping people, but it's just annoying. You give them hope by being nice to them, and then they throw you away. It's even more pathetic, isn't it? That's true, but you can't just leave a hungry child there. If I speak up, maybe something will change. It's okay. Just leave her alone. The more you do something, the worse it's going to get. But you feel sorry for her. That's why you let her stay in the house with the key. I thought you were trying to help Monica. Well, yes, I am. I still think we should call the police. The police would help her find a better place.
Don't call the police.
If we let her go home, she won't be fed or bathed.
It's okay. You don't have to do anything.
Why? The police would arrest the parents if they did this. You can't even be allowed to leave their children for long periods like this. If her parents are so unattentive like this, they should get punished by law. It's crazy that her parents allow her to stay in a stranger's house. Shut up. I'm doing my best to help her. I didn't ask for your opinion. Just let me handle this. I can't. You feel bad for her, that's why you let her stay in here, right? Why are you being so hesitant to call the police now? Leave me alone. The police won't do anything anyway. In fact, if I call the police, my neighbor will judge me. Why? You've been away from the US for so long that you don't even know what it's like. All the neighbors are so judgy and mean. If you do anything unnecessary, you won't be able to live here. Instead of helping that kid, I'll end up being kicked out. But... Chloe, get the hell out of my room. I am so sick of you. But... Sis, I think you've changed. You used to be more kind-hearted. You were my favorite big sister, even though you couldn't clean and you were lazy. I haven't changed. You are just being cocky after working abroad. I didn't do anything wrong. Where did you send Monica? Sis, you finally messaged me. Monica's not at home. You took her out, didn't you? No, I didn't. You're the only one who could have taken her out. I don't know where you're hiding her. Just give her back to me. I'll report it to the police. Fine, do it.
What?
Reporting to the police, or more like turning yourself in. I think the police are looking for you instead of Monica. What do you mean? Even after you told me not to come to the house, I kept going back. Then Monica was in that room every day.
I told you, I gave her the key.
It's just weird, you know? I cleaned your room and found some children's clothes in there. Monica's your kid, right? You've been lying to me all the time. You're the one abandoning Monica, aren't you? I found pictures of you holding the baby in the hospital, looking so happy. Sis, tell me what happened.
You are right. Monica is the child I gave birth to.
Why did you say it wasn't your kid? And you didn't take care of her at all. I feel sorry for her. You should feel sorry for me. It's great that she was born, but it's so hard to take care of her. I can't tell you how much trouble I went through because I gave birth to Monica. Of course, it's hard to raise a kid. Why did you have a baby if you weren't ready for it?
He told me he would raise the baby with me, but right after the baby was born, he left me for another woman.
What? Oh no.
He took all our money and ran away. We were struggling to make ends meet.
I see. I didn't know. You should have told me.
Even if I told you, you were in overseas. You can't help me at all. I had to deal with it on my own.
But we're sisters. You should have called me.
What difference does it make? Don't talk to me like this when you've never come back to see me for 5 years.
Sorry, I didn't know you were in such trouble. If I had known, I would have done whatever it took to come back home and help my sister.
That's why I didn't tell you. You went abroad to make your dream come true. I didn't want you to worry. I know what you would do. You'd give up on your dream and come back to the US.
Sister, you were thinking about me like that? I know my real sister is a kind person.
That's why I've been trying so hard to deal with it on my own.
I'm sure things would have been different if Monica's father hadn't left you.
I'm sure you would have been a good mother. If he hadn't left, none of this would have happened. But that doesn't mean you don't have to take care of Monica. The only person Monica can rely on is her mother. If you've decided to raise her on your own, you have to at least take responsibility for her. You don't need to tell me what to do. You don't even know how hard it is to raise a child. She's so loud. She cries all the time and says she's hungry all the time. It's so much trouble. Then why didn't you ask for help from somewhere else? If you contact the government, you can even leave her temporarily in an orphanage. What can the government do for me? All they do is lecture me and take Monica away from me. Children are better off with their mothers. If she's happy with her mother, she's better off with her mother. But do you think Monica is happy being with you now? You two live in the same house, but you're not home all the time. Shut up. She's mine, so it's none of your business. You can't do whatever you want just because you are her mother. No, I can do whatever I want. She's mine. It's up to me what happens to that girl. Sis, come on. Wake up. Don't you dare lecture me like that. Leave me alone. I can't leave you alone. We're family. It's what families do, helping each other in hard times. Please, sister, think about what you're doing. Shut up. You know, I've been struggling to make ends meet with my kid. I know it's been hard. But sis, if you left her home that long, you must have been working so long every day. Didn't you manage to get some money? I could only earn a little money. It's still not enough. No, I know you're lying. You were playing around with your boyfriend. Then you found Monica annoying more. You say you're busy with work, but you're not home more than half the time, right? What? I kept going over to your house to check on her, and I met someone from the neighborhood. They told me about you over the past few years. Those guys talk a lot of unnecessary shit. They told me everything. After you met that guy, they never saw you being with Monica. They were so worried about Monica. The neighbors always lecture me every time we go out. It was a pain in the ass. That's not lecturing. They were just worried. They were worried about you and Monica. That's why they were talking to you. How can they be worried about us? Listen to me, sis. There are people around you who are trying to reach out to you. I am one of them. Sis, you should take a better look around you. Being stubborn all by yourself won't get you anywhere. Shut up. Don't talk back to me. Give me back Monica. Monica is in foster care right now. She's been there for 3 days. What? I mean, for 3 days now? What are you doing without telling me? I've been trying to reach you, but you haven't returned my calls. I've been waiting for you in your room, and you haven't come home. You were with a guy the whole time, weren't you? Yes, I was. I was on vacation with him. My good mood was ruined because of you. So I called the police, and they took her into custody. And the police are looking for you. Wait, does that mean I'm under arrest? Yes. A parent must raise a child. So you want me to go to jail? No, it's not like that. That's terrible. Don't do this to me. You told me I'm the only family. You did this to me. It's too much. I'm sorry. I wish I had realized how hard it was for you earlier. I regret it so much. But I don't want to regret it anymore. That's why I called the police. That's just an excuse. Please, you should realize what you have done. And start over again. That's ridiculous. I don't want to get arrested. Please, you can be the sweet sister you used to be again. No way. I just finally found my soulmate and started a new life with him. You and Monica have ruined my life. I still believe in you, sis. I'll be waiting for you to change. My sister was caught and charged with child abandonment and other crimes and is now behind bars. She won't be able to come out for a few years. In the meantime, she's receiving counseling to prevent the same thing from happening again. After my vacation, I returned to my country with Monica. Monica was a little confused at first in a new place where she didn't speak the language. But now she has made some friends and is smiling more and more. I'm anxious about living with a child that I have never experienced before, but I will wait for my sister with Monica. Until then, I will be responsible for taking care of her. I believe that by the time she gets released, she will be the sweet and kind sister that she used to be.
Where the hell are you? Don't ignore me. Hey, answer me in the next 30 seconds.
Yes?
What took you so long to reply? Where are you? Don't tell me you're home.
I'm at home. What's wrong?
Home? Why? I've been calling you. Why can't you pick me up right away? I mean, what the hell were you doing? Why are you still at home? Come pick me up at the station as soon as you can. I really can't understand you. Did you say what's wrong? That's my line. What's wrong with you that you haven't picked me up yet?
I'm sorry. I'm a little sick. I was just lying down.
You were lying down? Don't tell me you were sleeping.
I was.
No way. I can't believe you slept through your husband's phone call. It's past time to pick me up, you know? I'm already at the station.
I see.
I see? Come pick me up as soon as possible. Your husband is waiting for you. Can't you understand that? As a wife, you should be at the station before the husband arrives. Why can't you do such a normal thing?
Sorry, I can't make it today. I'm really sick. When I stand up, I feel dizzy and nauseous. I can't drive like this. If I have an accident, I'll be in big trouble.
It's not that big of a deal. You're overreacting, you know?
I'm not overreacting. I feel like throwing up when I stand up.
Well, you said I feel like throwing up, but that doesn't mean you actually throw up.
Well, not yet. But if I move, I really do feel like I'm gonna throw up. Not just driving, even going to the bathroom is so hard for me.
Stop talking nonsense and come get me. As a wife, you're supposed to do everything for your husband, no matter if you throw up or have a fever.
I'm sorry, but please take the bus to come home today.
Bus? Why do I have to take bus? Why should I have to pay for the bus when you're at home just relaxing? How can you say that when you're a housewife and don't even make enough money to pay for the bus? You're only useful for picking me up, so get your ass over here. Don't tell me you're lying and having an affair right now.
Are you serious? I'm really not feeling well. If you don't want to take the bus, walk home. It's not more than a 10-minute walk. Why don't you think about it as workout?
I don't want to. I'm the one who's feeling not well now. I'm so pissed off and I feel nauseous. You want me to walk? A husband who works so hard? What the hell are you thinking? You have failed as a wife. Look, it's going to rain soon. Come quick or I will divorce you. Hurry up.
Fine.
Now you can come? Why can't you do that in the first place? Why are you causing trouble for me? Hey, are you there yet? Hurry up. Hey, answer me. Don't ignore me.
Sorry, I was about to leave the house, but I still can't seem to get up.
I've been waiting so long. Come on, I'm your husband. Do you understand that? Or are you really having an affair? Are you taking time on purpose to hide the evidence of cheating?
No way! If you don't want to walk or take the bus, then take a cab home. I'll pay you if you want.
I don't want to. It's too short distance to take a cab. I would just annoy the driver. You don't care if your husband feels bad like this. Don't you have any compassion? You say you pay, but that's money I earned. Don't tell me what to do.
I really don't feel well. Aren't you worried about my body?
You've been home all day. What's wrong with you? You just want to be lazy. I work all day. Which do you think is harder?
I'm not lazy. As a housewife, I always do all the housework. I don't know which is harder, housework or work. You can't compare them.
No, it's obviously harder to work. Can't you even understand that? That's why you're useless. You're not smart enough, and you're not being very helpful. Listen, a housewife is supposed to do the housework. It's just like breathing. Do you say it's hard for you to breathe? Don't you realize you're talking nonsense?
What's with that reasoning?
Shut up. All you have to do is listen to me. If you complain any longer, I will divorce you. Do you understand?
Understood. Just hold on. In the end, I drove to pick him up. It was a miracle that I did not have an accident. The next day, my condition continued to worsen and I was unable to contact him, so I went to the hospital.
Yo, are you serious? It's too much. You kept your husband waiting 2 days in a row. Where are you?
I'm at the hospital. That's why I wasn't able to reply to you.
Hospital? Why?
I told you, I've been sick since yesterday. I can barely stand and I've been nauseous. And you wouldn't let me get any rest. Now they put an IV in me and I'm finally feeling better.
If you are feeling better, it wasn't a big deal, was it? You're really overreacting. I mean, are you really in hospital? Maybe you are having an affair right now. Are you at your boyfriend's house or in the hotel?
Stop talking nonsense.
Nonsense? What nonsense? How could you talk like that to your husband? Who feeds you? You're wasting your money on a hospital for nothing.
What's a waste of money? Are you seriously saying that? Did you say I'm not even worth the money to go to the hospital?
That's right. Your hospital bills are a waste of money. You're really a useless wife. Wasting your husband's money like that? If you do the same thing again, I will divorce you. I don't give a shit about that, you know? If you're not cheating on me, then come get me as soon as possible. If you can go to the hospital by yourself, you're fine. You're really overreacting. What time can you be here? If you are in the hospital, maybe 5 minutes? Just hurry up.
Once again, I had no choice but to follow his order. I immediately asked the nurse to remove the IV and went to pick him up. Then, it made me realize that my body would break down if I kept doing this. So, I prepared to get my freedom again.
Hey, come on. How many times do I have to tell you? Why didn't you pick me up again? Answer me. I knew you were cheating on me. I'm divorcing you.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir? Shut up. Come on. Why aren't you here to pick me up? Are you pretending to be sick again?
Pretending to be sick?
Or are you cheating on me?
Here we go again and again. Oh, come on. You look like an idiot.
Hey, did you just call me an idiot?
Yes, I did. It's in the message, isn't it? Can't you even read anymore?
Huh? Who are you calling stupid?
Obviously, I said that to you. Who else? How could it be anyone else? Why can't you think before you ask a stupid question?
Who the hell do you think you are? Do you think you can just say that and get away with it?
What's it gonna be?
You don't seem to know how to talk to me. Anyway, come and get me as soon as you can. I will give you a long lecture when we get home. If you keep doing this, we're really going to get a divorce.
I understand.
Good. Then come and get me as soon as you can. I'll give you 5 minutes.
No, that's not what I meant.
What? Don't give me excuses. Just get here. How long are you going to make your husband wait? I'm tired from work. If you don't get here soon, I'll divorce you.
I understand. I won't go.
What are you talking about? What do you mean you won't come? Don't you realize you're contradicting yourself? If you keep talking nonsense, you're gonna get a real divorce.
I told you I understand.
Understood? You mean I'm sorry, right? You really are an idiot.
Which one of us is the idiot? You're the one who's not thinking straight. I said I'm divorcing you as you wish.
Divorcing me? What?
I meant what I said. You said you would divorce me, so I said I understood. I would do what you asked.
Huh? Do you even know what divorce means?
I know exactly what it means. I'm divorcing you. I'm not coming for you anymore.
I can't believe you were really cheating on me.
How could you think like that? You're such an idiot.
You called me an idiot again? Did you?
I did. So what? What's wrong with calling you like that? You're an idiot.
Do you have a fever?
Yeah, I had a fever. I've been telling you that I don't feel good recently, but you never asked me how I felt, no matter how sick I was. Instead, you've been asking me to pick you up, clean the house, do laundry, and feed you.
Yeah, of course. You're a housewife. It's a housewife's duty. You're supposed to be willing to do anything for your husband 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's a housewife's job to serve the husband who's tired from working.
I used to do my best when my body was fine. I was trying to relieve your fatigue as much as I could. Even with that in mind, there were still times when I was not feeling well. But even then, you made me drive to pick you up.
That's your duty.
It was so dangerous to drive me like that.
After all, you were fine.
It's just coincidence, or I just got lucky. My head was spinning. I could have had an accident anywhere. I could have been in serious trouble because you forced me to pick you up.
What are you overreacting again? Going to the train station is not that far.
Yes, it's not that far, but you made me pick you up from the station every day.
Of course, I'm tired from work. Anyway, I don't care about this nonsense. Just pick me up early.
I told you I'm not going. Besides, I'm at my parents' house. It would take me 3 hours to pick you up from here. I think it would be wiser to walk home in 10 minutes instead of waiting 3 hours.
What are you doing there? You didn't tell me you're going to your parents' house.
If I told you, you'd complain again. I left because I was feeling better and could drive long distances. I've been waiting for the fever to break. It took a while though, because of you.
What do you mean? You can't just go home to your parents without telling your husband. Why are you doing this now? Oh, I get it. You were cheating on me, right? You're telling me you're going to your parents, but you're really at your boyfriend's house.
Don't be ridiculous. You really don't get it, do you? I explained how I feel and you still don't understand why I left home.
The way you talk to me is wrong. Explain it to me well so I can understand.
I thought you would kill me if I stay with you.
What are you talking about? You're overreacting again.
I'm not overreacting. You don't even let me rest when I'm sick. I've been working like a nanny day in and day out. And on top of that, you say the food I cook tastes bad.
That's the truth. The food tastes terrible these days. You should be thanking me for putting up with it.
I had a fever. I couldn't even taste the food. And yet, you're just being lazy on the couch doing nothing.
Of course, I'm your husband. I don't do chores.
When you noticed the food tastes different, you just cursed me and didn't worry about me. I was so miserable and pathetic that I cried while cooking. I wonder why I was working so hard for someone like you.
That's the duty of a housewife, isn't it?
So, I decided to stop being a housewife. I'm getting a divorce, just like you wanted.
I actually didn't want to get a divorce.
You're always saying that. Every time something happens, you say we're getting a divorce. So I'm going to do what you want. You'll be happy with that.
No. You can't do that. What about the house? Laundry, cleaning, and what about my food?
You're on your own. You're not a child.
I can't do it. I've never done it before.
You're right. You never help me on your days off. You just lay around and sleep. Nowadays, even kids help out. But you just sit around and complain from time to time. I always go to the grocery by myself and carry heavy things from the car by myself.
I would have helped you if you asked me.
I have asked you many times. But all you do is make excuses about how tired you are.
I can't help it. I'm really tired from work.
Tired? When you're doing nothing at the house?
I'm tired from my daily work. You can blame me for being lazy on my day off sometimes.
Sometimes? No way! You are being like that every day.
That's because I'm tired from my daily work.
You didn't even let me rest when I was tired. I'm tired of your excuses. I'm sick of it. So, I'm divorcing you. You always wanted that, right? Every time something happens, you say we're getting a divorce. I will do exactly what you said.
No, I don't want a divorce.
But you told me you wanted to get a divorce so many times.
First of all, if we get divorced, who's going to pick me up from the station?
I don't know. Why don't you just take the bus? Or you can walk?
I don't want to.
I already prepared the divorce papers and left them at home. Please submit them.
I don't want to.
Justin was very reluctant to get a divorce, but I stayed at home with my parents. Just as I was about to move forward with the divorce, I received a call from Justin.
Katie?
What?
When are you coming home?
I'm not coming home. Can you hurry up and file the divorce papers?
I don't want to. If you keep staying at your parents' house, you're causing so much trouble to your parents. Come home soon.
I actually started working.
Why?
I thought since I was staying with my parents, I should at least contribute money for the house.
Then why don't you just come home? You don't have to work so hard. With what I earn, you don't have to work.
I'm not forcing myself. I'm fine. At least it's a lot more fun than compared to when I was at your place.
I can't clean the house.
Of course you can't.
I can do without Katie.
It's too late. I've started working. I don't need you. If you really can do housework, why don't you hire a housekeeper?
Please, come back.
I don't want to.
You don't have to pick me up anymore. I will walk home. I'll go to the grocery with you. I will say the food isn't good.
It's too late for that now.
If you don't feel well, you can stay in bed.
Yeah, of course. I told my parents what happened, and they are supporting me to get a divorce. So I'm seriously doing it. I won't change my mind, no matter what you say.
Please, reconsider. If you want, I'll come get you now.
What? I thought it was the wife's duty to pick up. But I won't be your wife anymore, so it doesn't matter. Goodbye.
Katie, wait. Please take care of me.
Justin did not want to get a divorce and did not agree to divorce very easily. In the end, Justin's parents heard what happened and they were so disgusted with Justin's attitude. With the help of his parents, I finally succeed in getting him to sign the divorce papers. Justin's parents apologized to me repeatedly.
I became a licensed caregiver and I am working hard every day. The people who use the service always appreciate what I do and it is very rewarding. Unlike my housework at home, where I was not rewarded, I feel fulfilled every day. And after 3 years, I have met someone new, and soon I will be truly happy.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.